Now, how about them damn Celtics?
And we are back. Another episode of How About Them Celtics. Sam and I are here recording Friday, August 29th, middle of the Celtics summer. EuroBasket's going on. You'll get a Need Me video probably in the next couple days, probably Monday, because he plays twice this weekend, so we can just talk about both games. But we've got some other rumors, other stuff to talk about. How you doing, Sam?
Doing pretty good. We are slowly but surely getting through this. This has been a brutal time for. This might have been the worst week for content we've had. Just the sheer amount of scrolling I had to do all week looking for articles to write or content for the show. Not the most fun time of year to have this job, but nonetheless, we got you covered. We're here, as we are every single day. Full pods come out Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Game recaps throughout the winter after each game. And other videos are here in between to keep you up to date with everything going on around the team. Today's show should be a fun one. We are once again going to talk about Anfernee Simons. We are going to share the latest on Al Horford. Porzingis played basketball for the first time since the playoffs. We'll go through your emails, we'll do the rat list, and we'll get out of here. It should be a lot of fun, so stick around through all of it. But yes, Anfernee Simons, another day, another rumor update, whatever you'd like to call it.
Yeah, Steve Bulpett of Heavy.com shared some insight, some stuff from people he's talked to about Simons. And it's not like crazy new, oh my God, this is world changing. However, there are some interesting insights from the GM that he spoke to. So I can read some of these quotes. And the context also is, from what I'm seeing, all of these quotes came from the same GM/front office guy. So it is one person's opinion, these quotes. Just keep in context. I don't want you to think, oh, these quotes are like GMs around the league have the same thought process, because I think that's important context. But he said they're still very much willing to talk about Simons. I don't know what the Celtics are thinking, but other than Jaylen Brown, there's not a better scorer than Simons on that roster. I mean, they obviously aren't going to play the same way they played when they had Kristaps and Horford, and when they had and Holiday. Joe Mazzulla is going to have to completely change the style of play. And Simons, nobody can score like him on that team other than Brown. He's the second best scorer, and it's not even close. Nodding to the other end of the floor, the exec said, the whole idea of having a guard who can defend like Drew Holiday. Who the hell defends like Drew Holiday? There isn't one out there. That guy's unbelievable. I think Mazzulla just changes their style of play. And if Simons is there, they figure it out. I bet you he's their leading scorer, even with Jaylen. He's going to have the ball a lot. That dude can really score. That offense is going to change to accommodate him, are going to have to change to accommodate him. And on the last year of his contract, he's going to let it fly. As the kids say, he's a bucket. He is. That dude's a bucket. He can really fill it up. And remember, he was averaging around 20 in the West. What do you think he's going to do in the East, which is a lot less competitive? How is he going to score and score? How is he not going to score and score big? I think unless they're presented with some sweetheart situation, the most likely time for Simons to get moved again, if he even does, would be at the deadline. I could see Boston being out of it and another team thinking they need a scorer like Simons to put them over the top. I could see another team that's close to wanting to add the kind of firepower down the stretch into the playoffs. Even if it's a rental, the team might go for him, because what we're seeing now with the second apron and all that, if you win, it's hard to keep a team with high price guys together. An expiring deal is so valuable. So a lot of thoughts on Simons there, a lot going on.
They said this is a Western Conference executive?
It just said a GM.
A GM. Okay. I wonder if it was Danny.
Yeah.
I feel like with Bulpett, there's a fair chance that this was Danny Ainge. But it would be cool. I don't really know what kind of role they're going to put Simons in to where he's going to be able to be the guy that is having the ball in his hands all the time. I'm sure there is a world where he has a tremendous scoring season in Boston. It wouldn't be shocking. He was asked to be the guy with the Portland Trailblazers for the past several years. Didn't necessarily go well. Ever since he picked up more responsibility, the team had very difficult seasons. He was at his best, his most efficient, when it was Dame and CJ, and then he was coming off the bench. With that being said, in Boston, he's going to have similar level skilled guys around him, where Jaylen is there, Derek White's there, Peyton Pritchard's there. There are going to be players who take pressure off him where defenses can't solely focus on him, and maybe the floor opens up for him a little bit more. And I think that's the thing that is the most intriguing with Simons. Do I think that he is the end all be all in Boston? No. But I do think there's a chance like we all end up a little bit surprised with how well he fits. It just depends on his buy-in, the team's buy-in, how willing and open-minded they are to the situation where if he's playing well, like thinking about keeping him and trying to maximize his potential as a member of the Celtics rather than just having him play there until they can move on from him. That's all big variable type things in this equation. And it is possible. Like, this isn't like a crazy take. I think he could. If they ask him to be a scorer, he can do it.
He could score. He could score really well. This is a show about having opinions, and I'll take a strong opinion in this one. I think this GM's a fucking moron. I think this guy's an idiot.
Whoa.
I think
he gives us good August content. This is how you treat him?
I think he's an idiot. I don't get half the stuff he's saying in this. Like I bet he's their leading scorer. I'm sorry, that's stupid as fuck. That's dumb. That's an icon. Like this is the Blazers GM for sure. This is the guy who just like spent 5 years with Anfernee Simons. This has to be. That's ridiculous.
No, I feel like if you traded him away, you're not saying this.
Maybe you just really like him. Maybe this is like I don't know. That's insane.
It's in our bad, also, like we shouldn't have traded you type thing.
Average 20 in the West. What do you think he can do in the like Eastern Conference, which is a lot less competitive? How is he not going to? Or like you think he's going to average 30? You think the difference between playing in the East and the West is 10 points per game? That's dumb. That's also like kind of stupid.
This isn't college sports where you only play in conference games.
Yeah, like you'll play them more for sure, but like I just think that's a silly way to look at it. Like you look at the league leader in scoring played in the Western Conference last year, and guess what? The top 3 people in terms of total points last year, Western Conference. Like, what are we doing? It's
in
not
my
like
opinion,
you got
this
like
is the wrong argument for the GM to make. Like, I think if you want to argue that he can be an impactful scorer this year, go ahead. Like, I think that's realistic. But to me, again, it's more of like he has more talented players around him now than he did in Portland.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be easier for him. Like, if that's the point you're trying to make, that is the argument for it. It's not, all of a sudden he's in the East and he's going to be nasty. Like, that doesn't necessarily happen. I think, like, if you want to argue conferences, your argument is the Celtics might be able to surprise people because the conference isn't as good. But for Simons, like, I don't think that matters as much. Like, he still has to play. They still have to play against all the teams. It's the talent. It's that he's going to have less focus on him from opposing defenses. That's the point.
I agree. I don't know what the Celtics are thinking. He's the best scorer on the roster outside of Jaylen Brown. He could be. That's the only thing that I could understand a little bit. But I also think there's an element to it of because he's had the chance to be. Because he's the only other person on the roster who's had the chance to be that type of scorer. Derek White's never gotten that opportunity. Peyton Pritchard's never gotten that opportunity. I still stand on my opinion that I think Peyton Pritchard will be a better player than Anfernee Simons if they got the same minutes and same opportunities. He's a better defender. I think he could be a better, pure 3-point shooter, and that's high praise because Simons is a great 3-point shooter. I just think he's a better, well-rounded player. I think he's better going to the hole. I think he's better inside. Like, I think he can score around the rim more effectively. Just this guy's just talking as if Anfernee Simons is his child. Like these are insane things to say. And I think Anfernee Simons is a great scorer. Don't get me wrong. He's an elite 3-point shooter. He's a great scorer. He's been a great scorer. He's been efficient. He's played well in different roles. Like I think he'd be a very talented offensive player. This guy's talking like he's the next coming of Christ. Like this is a ridiculous set of quotes to look at. And I don't know. I just people also, I was on Reddit looking for like stuff to talk about too briefly. And I saw this thing on it's not like it doesn't have a ton of upvotes. It has actually 0 total, but it's 36 comments.
I know exactly the post. Go ahead.
And it's just when I look at a list of important things, making Pritchard happy isn't anywhere on it. Are you stupid? Like how what are we doing? What do you mean it's not anywhere on
the show right now? And it's
I don't care. If you're listening, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Like, if you're listening, that's
what
dumb.
What the hell?
What do you mean, man? He's like one of the most important pieces of your roster moving forward, and you don't give a fuck if he's happy or not?
No.
What? What is far more important?
He's making $8 million a year.
what is far more important to the outcome of this franchise and for the future is Anfernee Simons and how well he plays. I could not disagree anymore. That is crazy to me. Listen, I think there's a big chance Anfernee Simons comes in, is a great fit offensively with Mazzulla Ball, whether that's coming off the bench or starting. Again, I think Pritchard should start, but whatever they decide to do, I think there's a chance he's a great fit. He makes a ton of threes. The Celtics offense is so good that they make a playoff push and they re-sign him to an MLE moving forward, and he's actually part of the team. I think that's a chance. I think there's a chance. And if that happens, awesome. Great. I think Anfernee Simons type of players are rapidly declining in value and how much teams want to have them on their rosters around the league. There's a difference between being an average defender, a good defender, and bad at defense. You can't have bad at defense players on your roster. And we're seeing that. Jordan Clarkson just got a minimum contract. Colin Sexton, who I don't even think is that bad, just got traded for negative value, right? You're like, it's just, look at Lonnie Walker. He's a bucket, but he doesn't play defense. He's not really good at anything else other than shooting. And obviously Anfernee Simons is more than that because he's a much, much, much better 3-point shooter, and that's why he's where he is. I think assuming immediately that Anfernee Simons should come in and be the second most important player on the roster is insane.
I love this. I'm just like thinking about the Bulpett piece, and like there's nothing wrong. Like I think this is like good conversation. Like the article is worthwhile reading. Like it was a worthwhile story doing. Like don't get me wrong, but once you started talking about it, you're like, is this his parent? It's like, yeah, like they actually put LeVar Ball on his PR team, and they had him talk to Steve Bulpett.
It's crazy.
That's what this kind of is. As far as the Reddit post goes, you're right. Like the Peyton Pritchard part of that is crazy. Peyton Pritchard is maybe one of the most important guys on the team in terms of the long-term team building aspect. He makes $8 million a season. He just won 6th Man of the Year. You need to keep him happy. He is perhaps the most valuable contract in the NBA because he makes so little. Keep him happy. If he wants to start, let him start. If he wants to come off the bench, let him come off the bench. I don't really care. Give him like give him the chicken hat guy's car for all I care. I think they need to keep him happy if they want to compete for championships down the line towards the end of the decade, for sure.
Yeah, I don't get it. I think they should start Pritchard. And like, listen, like I said, I think Simons could be really, really good, but I think like just assuming he is the second best player in the team completely ignores the idea of the situation he has been put in. And why is the second the quote unquote best player or leading scorer, which he's definitely not the best player on those Blazers teams of the last couple of years, for sure not. Why is the leading scorer on the two dog shit, not even close to sniffing the playoffs Blazers teams, automatically better than two guys who have just won a championship and made large impacts on playoff runs? That's where you lose me. Anyways, PrizePicks. I need to tell you about it. Best place to get real money sports action this baseball season, this basketball season, this football season.
Simons points, Jack.
As it's coming up, yeah, you can pick more or less if you'd like to on the Simons points this upcoming season as we get going. So make sure to check it out. NFL season is getting geared up and ready to go. So check that out as well. You can pick the more or less on some of your favorite player stats once the NFL season comes along, whether it's Drake May touchdowns or, Efton Chisholm, who just signed as an undrafted free agent, yards. Make sure to check it out. You just pick more or less on at least two player stats or at least two players for your shots to win up to 2,000x your cash. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account, and it puts their members first. So all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. And when your picks hit, you can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes. Sam and I do the PrizePicks every single pregame show when the Celtics are around, so make sure to check it out. Again, the best place to get real money sports action. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, run your game. Next, Al Horford. This is another update from that Brett Siegel article we talked about a couple days ago with Simons. He says Al Horford expected to sign a 2-year deal with the Warriors. Horford, DeAnthony Melton, and others have been unable to sign their contracts for financial reasons, as Kuminga's stalemate must be solved before any other deals can be officially signed. All of their remaining signings are expected to be minimum contracts, except for Horford, who is expected to sign a 2-year deal with the player option. It sounds like Simons will be in or excuse me, Horford will be in Golden State almost assuredly. It's what we've heard the whole summer, and yeah.
Sad day, especially for people that are not fans of the Warriors. Like me, I am indifferent. I don't love that 2022 happened, but I don't largely consider them like a team I root against. So I'll enjoy seeing Horford out there. Maybe I'll like buy like one of the T-shirt jerseys just to have like something for hate watches in the future. Um, Kind of sucks that it'll be a 2-year deal though. The player option is big because I don't know. Here I am like talking myself into what if he wants to come back when Tatum's healthy again? Like that's where I'm at with this. Like he'll be back, right? Like he's just going out there for vacation. Maybe not. Maybe that's where he's going to finish his career. And listen, like not a bad place to do it. If the signing does officially happen, it will be a good get for the Warriors who are trying to make one final push with Steph. Like that's cool. That's cool. I'll support them. If nothing else, when the Celtics are in like a weird gap year, downward season, no championship hope season, it is fun to have players around the league that you can root for based on like their Celtic respect. Like we'll all be supporting him, maybe like half the people, because other people are going to be like, how could you ever root for the Warriors? We hate the Warriors. Fuck Draymond. Fuck Jimmy. Valid, but I don't know. Not fuck Al. He's cool.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't dislike the Warriors. I'm glad he's going to a place where he can compete. I think I'd rather see Al play on a team where he can compete rather than retire and like just not play, because he's still good. He can still play winning basketball, and I think I would like to see him get to do that. And I think he'll get to do that in Golden State. I don't know how much of a chance they'll have to win. Like
they were pretty good
I don't know.
once they got Jimmy last year. Like that's where it is for me, where I'm like, well, sure, they were a play-in team, and they did win the first round series. Like they beat Houston, who was, I don't want to say a fake 2 seed, but the West was so close where the seeding numbers didn't mean as much as they typically do. And then Steph got hurt against the Timberwolves, so we didn't really get to see how deep they could go in the playoffs. They probably are a competitive team out there. It's just a question of what you make of the other teams. Like obviously OKC is still a top team. What do you think of the Lakers? The Clippers? Are the Clippers going to be good? Denver's kind of back. They had a tremendous summer. Like I think there's at least 3 teams I would put above Golden State, but doesn't mean they don't have a shot. They'll be a fun team to say the very least.
Yeah.
Houston, didn't even mention them. KD.
Yeah, they got better. It's gonna be hard. I think with Horford they'll have a good chance. With Jimmy for a full year they'll have a good chance, but we'll see. Okay. Next thing, Kristaps Porzingis made his EuroBasket debut. Obviously, he played in the preseason game, looked pretty good, so we had a little bit of stuff, a sneak preview of him playing there. But opened up his EuroBasket, not great. 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 turnovers, 3 of 12 shooting. Do you know who he played?
They played Turkey. They played Şengün.
Şengün dogged them. I see.
Yep.
Tough start for KP.
Yeah, I remember seeing, so when we put the rundown together today, I remember seeing that he didn't play well. Like his debut was very lackluster and he struggled. What I had forgotten about in the first thing that came up when I put Porzingis into Twitter was that he got dunked on by the 6'3" point guard on Turkey. And that was a tough look. Not a good return to competitive basketball for Porzingis.
No.
I don't think this is like a Celtics fans should pump their fists in the team was right kind of thing, but it isn't like the smoothest start after he wasn't anywhere near where he should have been in the Knicks series, and a large reason why the team underachieved because they didn't have that kind of offensive reinforcement they thought they would have. It'll be interesting to follow the rest of the tournament for Porzingis because, before he was traded, to me, I was like, we gotta all sit back and wait for EuroBasket because this is when he's gonna bump his trade value up. And then there was maybe he won't, maybe he'll be terrible. and I didn't think that'd be the case, but I'm 0 for 1 on that take so far. That wasn't good in this game against real NBA comp, by the way.
Yeah, real NBA comp. I'm trying to find the box score. I want to see how they did. They just got
if I had to
dogged.
power rank,
They lost every quarter. They lost 93-73. It wasn't a close game. They got shit on. Kristaps was a -17 team worst.
Oh man.
Or no, second team worst. Somebody was -20. And yeah, he had 10 points, 6 turnovers, 4 personal fouls.
6 turnovers is wild, by the way.
Şengün had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. 5 turnovers though. Oh wow, Turkey's got more NBA level talent than I thought they did.
Yeah, it's like Şengün. They had Shane Larkin playing for them. They got
Shane
him
Larkin's on their team. Cedi Osman's on their team. Onurlat Batim, who was a two-way guy on the Bulls for a minute. Furkan Korkmaz. Adem Bona, who's on the Sixers right now. Omer Yurtseven, who was in the league for a few years. So they got some guys.
Yep.
They've got some guys. But yeah, Kristaps apparently didn't stand a chance.
Nemi
Tough.
Coming
tough
in
look.
above Porzingis in the EuroBasket power rankings.
16 for Şengün. Yeah, that's funny too. Very funny.
Like Nemi just plays like the best possible game he could have played, and then Porzingis is out there like oafing around.
Well, he played Czechia.
That's all right.
We'll see what happens.
We'll
That's
see,
why I'm
we'll see what
excited to
happens.
see
We're
him
recording
play.
this on Friday morning, so we don't know what happened in the game against Serbia yet.
Or Turkey, because he plays tomorrow against Turkey too. So we'll see.
Oh, they got him on back-to-backs in EuroBasket?
Yeah, back-to-backs.
Well, if you're here on Sunday, we apologize for not at all talking about the 2 EuroBasket games.
You'll hear it about Monday. You'll hear it on Monday. Okay, email. A reminder as always, you guys can email us at hbtcpod@gmail.com. That's hbtcpod@gmail.com. I believe we have a couple of emails there, at least one from RJ. So let me pull it up so we can go over it right now. First email we got. Oh wow, we have a lot of them. We have some spam.
One of them is not for the show. It's an inquiry for us.
I saw. Okay. First email we got is indeed from RJ. He says, New Canada, Mr. EuroBasket. For the day at least. Hi, folks. Looking at Nemi from the Nemi reel from today's game against Czechia is fun, but even as a longtime fan of Nemi's and what he might bring, I'll be cautiously optimistic. It is one game in August in Europe against none too mighty Czechia team. That said, first step in being good players, taking care of business against lesser opponents, which Nemi hasn't always done. So it's a plus result for Nemi and the entire Portugal squad. Next up is doing it again. Be well, RJ, who knows Celtics fandom, is now going to clock who does better in the tournament, Nemi or KP. Good start for Nemi in that aspect.
Hell yeah. What if he just... I can't wait for this to come out after both games are played. What if he just dominates Jokic? Like, what if he has Jokic?
Would be cool.
Would
be very cool.
He just like big boys Jokic, big boys Şengün.
Oh wow,
back-to-back.
I didn't realize that was Portugal's first EuroBasket win in 18 years.
It's huge for Nemi.
There
was
really
like a
big.
lot of good Nemi stats. Like he was the first dude to ever make his since 1995 to make his EuroBasket debut and have 20 and 15 in the debut game. Like really cool for him in Portugal. Portugal, who doesn't have like a lot of historic success, obviously, with that being the first one in 18 years that they won.
Yeah, very fun.
It is.
Next email, Matt says, Ayo, Nemi looking like Giannis. What's up, Jack and Sam? How are you guys doing? I caved in and subscribed to Courtside 1891 or whatever the heck it is to watch EuroBasket. I watched Portugal play. I believe the Czechia. Yep, I know that's not really a basketball country, but Nemi is showing them some stuff, man. He took a three-pointer and it went in. I'm not sure that's something the Celtics will ask him to do, but it didn't look that bad. Is the three-point line closer in Euro than it is, or is it NBA range? I'm not sure. The passing looks pretty good. He took 20-something shots. I believe he took shots 77%. Curious if you guys watched the game. He was pretty good defensively. 4 blocks, 2 steals. Hopefully Euro can give you guys enough content to get you through the dark times. I have my doubts about Canada, but he took a leap. If he took a leap this year, it definitely helped. Could become a true backup center. I think that would really help us down the line. Agree. And like we said, good start. Good start.
Yeah, we did a Rondo flag football video yesterday, so that's how we're getting through the dark times.
True. Very true. Matt, I think sent another one. There was misinformation. I was wrong about the shot attempts. He took 15, not 23. Not sure why. I said that's all right. I got you. He's probably a plus 23. The box scores look.
You're thinking of the points.
RJ says projecting Nemi's 25-26 performance. Evening, folks. I'm still holding myself in check on Nemi being the next great Celtics center, but the question of what does a good season look like for Nemi Canada in the coming campaign. For me, it's much less about points and rebounds. The big area of development is minutes. Last year, he played 16.2% of the big man minutes. Allen 31%. Luke had 25%. Kristaps had 23%. Side note, Celtics big man also played 1,400 minutes, more than what would be allocated to the center position because of Joe's love of double bigs. On a per game basis, Nemi averaged 14 minutes in 62 games. Last year, per stat head, Nemi played 22 halves of basketball where he logged 12 minutes or more. Of those, 6 were in the first half. His median minutes per half was 9, and of the 53 games, he logged 9 or more minutes. Only 19 were in the first half. Translation: Nemi piled up a lot of garbage time. So my vision for Nemi is him being able to play 73 games. The total Cornet logged last year while averaging 24 minutes per game. This would require Keita having stamina to play consistently. He's 26, looks to be in good shape. So that doesn't seem like a big ask. The other is showing the smarts to stay out of foul trouble so he isn't forced to rest outside of Joe's plans. That's the bigger developmental progression. If he can accomplish those two things, I would consider Nemi as a successful graduate for the Celtics University. As Sam Hauser, his points, rebounds, and blocks will take care of themselves. Be well, RJ, who reminds people that the alternate is a bigger diet of Luka Garza, Amari Williams, and Xavier Tillman Sr. Yeah, though there's no good alternative for sure. That doesn't exist, but I am still worried about just his positioning, his passing. It's a big we'll see season for Nemi ahead of us.
I will say, like, the more I write articles on Nemi this summer, just because he is one of the biggest stories with this team since he's having such like a massive opportunity presented to him. The amount of extra games he appeared in last year compared to the rest of his career, I think, tells you a lot about the growth that the team has seen in him. Like, that first season, he only played in, like, I want to say, like, 20 games or something with the Celtics. Like, he didn't appear that many times. Last year, he appeared in 62. For the rest of his career, he'd only appeared in 48. Like, that's a pretty crazy jump. I think the team trusts him at least a little bit, and that's a good thing. I hope he takes a leap, because if he does, we talked about it on the last pod, it could really move mountains for the Celtics. It could really raise their ceiling if he's above average at the center spot. And that's a big ask. It really is.
Yeah.
He was not above average or even close to it last year, but he could be. And the testament to the work that he puts in and the way the Celtics put time into developing their players says a lot about what this arc could be for him, and that's fantastic news.
Agree. All right. Rat list. Go ahead.
Man, rat list is my fucking ankle. I played basketball yesterday, and wouldn't you know that I got... First of all, once again, playing great basketball. For some reason, like, the past 3 sessions I've played basketball, I have been on the team that doesn't lose. Just playing really good ball as a unit, moving the ball well. Everybody's contributing, hustling. It was really good time. I think I still won like 4 or 5 games in a row yesterday. I get tangled up with somebody and I roll the same ankle. Bad enough to where I didn't want to finish playing the session as I did the first time I rolled my ankle last week. Same date, same everything. Yeah, it sucks. Had to go out and buy a brace. I think I'm going to be okay, but it's definitely worse than it was last week. And it doesn't help that it's the same one. Or maybe it would be worse if it was both, because then I wouldn't want to put pressure on either side of my body.
Yeah, not ideal. Rolling an ankle, fucking brutal.
It's just, it sucks because it's a freak thing. You know, it's not like wear and tear. Like, I don't regret playing yesterday. I felt fine going into it, felt great throughout the run, just unlucky got tangled up. But I'll be okay.
Yeah. Rat list, just, I'm having to, like, update my address for fucking everything, and it's just the worst. It's just the worst. I had to do it last year. I'm trying to, like, print out my registration, but it's not fucking working because I non-renew. I'm like, it's gonna like email or mail my new registration to my new address, which I move into in like 4 days. So I'm hoping it just works fine. But I need to get my parking pass in order to park the car there. It's just a whole bunch of bullshit. It's just not fun. I went through. I paid some like unpaid tolls to collections the other day because they don't like it makes it possible.
How much?
I think like a couple like hundreds, like so much money.
Tolls?
Because they were like years old and I didn't know I had to pay them, and so they're like 2 years, a year and a half old now, and I didn't know, and I need to like renew my license. I need to do other stuff, and it's just a whole bunch of shit. But then I think I might owe some in like New Hampshire and or Maine tolls because I pass through there a lot for Maine Celtics games. But in order to log into the Maine website, like RMV, to pay your stuff, you need to know the date and the area you pass through. How the fuck am I supposed to know? You just don't want the money, so I'm just not going to pay you that. If that's like you're making it too difficult for me to pay you, so you're just not going to get the money. Unless it's like it all counts towards mass because my plate is mass, so it just goes there. That doesn't make much sense to me. So I don't know. It's very annoying. I'm hoping I'm gonna go try to get my what's it called, parking pass today, but we shall see.
Well, man, when you were talking about that and how hard it was, all I could think of was, I guess they don't want your money that bad. Like if you are collecting money from people, you cannot make it hard for them to pay you. That's like when I talked about it on the show. I wanted to get like I think every state has this where like they have special designs on the license plates that you can get. And one of the ones you can get in Rhode Island is Rocky Point, which is so cool. It's in Warwick. Shout out Warwick. Yeah. And to get it, you have to like mail in $40 to like a certain like preservative society or something, or preservation society. I guess you don't want my money that bad. If I can't pay it online, you don't want my money. I'm not going to jump through hoops to give you extra money. I'm just not. But that sucks with the tolls. I can't believe like it just snuck up on you. You just found out that they
I had some from like January
hundreds of dollars
2024
bills.
Like I had no idea it was from 2024. Like
now is that like accumulated interest too? So like it wasn't you didn't earn that much money that you owed them, but
I have no idea.
Upcharged you?
I don't know. I just paid it so I could try to renew my license. I was just like, I don't care at this point. It doesn't matter how it happened. Just let it be done.
Yeah,
I was just over it.
That reminds me, like I had to change my address because I also just moved, and I had to change it on like a few things. And one of the things I changed it on sent a letter to my old address to confirm the address change.
How is that helpful? What are we doing?
Yeah, like what do you?
At least
like,
for you, that's just your parents' house. If they do that here, it's gonna be strangers. Like, why would that? It's so stupid.
Imagine if the new tenants know you from like your Celtics coverage, and they're like, "Whoa, like Jack Simone used to live here." Whoa, that'd be cool.
Man,
you get a little like star celebrity moment where they're like,
wow, it's just really dumb. I also have to like print out an application to like give and do. I'm sorry. Do you have a printer? Do you own a printer?
Not at this apartment, but my parents have one.
Your parents do. I don't think you could find more than 2 out of 10 people under 40 who have a printer, who own printer. No shot. 0% chance. No,
they're actually not as expensive as you think.
But why are we doing printers anymore? Just make it online.
That's actually true.
Why do printers why are we doing like print stuff out anymore? What's the point? Everything's online. Because you know what they're going to do? They're going to take the information on the piece of paper and type it into a fucking computer anyways.
Or they're going to scan it and then upload it.
Exactly. So what's the point?
Man. Rat list. So let's talk about this. And you could tell me, I might have a good idea for an app. My girlfriend does not think so. So we're going to find out. I recently had to get my new phone, as I talked about earlier in the week on the pod. And when you get a new phone, thankfully, Apple and iCloud hook it up. Like, they re-download all your shit. You have all your apps. They're all in the same place on your screen. It's basically like you have your old phone on your new phone. The one thing that they don't do is keep you signed into said apps. And so here's my idea. What if there was an
Mm-hmm.
app or a website that has a database of what each login, like let's say, for example, my Dunkin' account, I was out and about and I was like, wonder if I have like enough for a free donut and I'll see if I can get it. But I didn't know what my password was, not because I didn't know my password, but because I didn't know what the password requirements were for that app. Like certain places only
Yeah.
make you do 8 characters, some do you need numbers, some you need a capital letter in numbers, some you need capital letter special character numbers. I have passwords for all of those things, but I didn't know which one it was. It would be great if there was an app that had that information for all websites.
Yeah, that'd be good. I mean, I have like 3 different ones I use, so I just test them all, and one usually works. But I think it would be useful to know which websites require what for sure. Like,
See,
I
she
just
didn't
use the
think so
same.
because she was like, well, my phone just remembers my passwords.
Yeah, but what if you have to log in not on your phone?
Yes, that's
What
what
if
I
you have to
said.
log in
But
on a computer or anywhere else? Yeah.
Mark Cuban, let's talk. We'll call it. And that what would actually happen is people would just use that app to like hack the fuck out of people.
Yeah, yeah, that would just be it. Just be
that,
bad
that would be. I would have a lot of lawsuits on my hands. So
for
yeah,
sure.
that was the rat list. Is like I'm just not signed into anything anymore. So I went to Planet Fitness and I had to like guess my password so I could scan the QR that is my membership.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. I don't got anything else. I'm about to go to City Hall to try to get this parking pass and see what happens. But that's all I got. You got anything else?
Yeah, I got a few things. Uh, rat list is it's actually an anti-rat list. Is I love making coffee at home. We have been burning through coffee at this house. So what did we do? Is I went and I found the supplier for most coffee shops in Rhode Island that have like the flavored coffees. I have a 5 pound bag of coffee coming to the house today. I can't wait. I'm gonna go
That's
down
a
and
lot of
grab it.
coffee.
It's gonna be like the size of my torso. Yeah, but it's gonna last us. That's the thing. And I got a good deal on it too. Like I feel so accomplished when I get good deals on things. This week I went to Stop and Shop. Everything I went there for was on sale. I spent twenty
Wow,
six dollars. I saved $11. Like I got essentially like 33% off my order at Stop
it's
and
pretty
Shop. I
good.
felt like I wanted to frame the receipt. That's how good I felt. I was like, holy shit, this is like what it's like to be an adult. Just went in there. My coconut milks were on sale. Turkey was on sale. It was like I hit the lottery. I should have went and bought a Mega Millions ticket.
It's
And then
huge.
last rat list, I bought 2K. Haven't played it yet. Doesn't come out for
That
another hour and
sucks.
a half. Fell for it again award. Right here. Put it right on my
That
chest.
sucks. Why'd you buy it?
I've
For what?
I don't know. I like all the people I play Xbox with are buying it. I do enjoy playing with them. I don't know how much time I'm gonna put into playing 2K just because I enjoy like my favorite game is college football. Like love playing it, love doing the online leagues. But like the problem is when the week isn't simmed, I need something to do. So I think for the time being, making
I see.
my 2K guy so I can play online with my friends will be the thing I do. We'll
I
see
see.
how fun. Plus they're hyping up this year's 2K. Like all the
They
people are
always do
saying
that.
like no, but like the actual people like the community is hyping it up, which doesn't always happen. I feel
I
like.
see. I
So
see. All
we're
right.
gonna
Well,
see. Maybe,
let
maybe
me
I'll
know
have a
how it
review
is.
of 2K in the coming
Yeah.
weeks for the show.
Sounds good to me. Let me know how it is. That's all I got though. You got anything else?
No, that's it. I'll let you go and investigate the city
My
hall.
long, painful day. Appreciate
Is
y'all for
City
tuning
Hall
in.
like the big gray building by the garden?
Honestly, I
You don't
no, I
know.
think it's the one
We're
with
gonna find out.
the gold roof. You know, the gold like
Oh, I thought that was a state house. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
maybe it
matter
is.
either
I
way.
don't know what City Hall is. I'll find out. I'm pretty sure that's it. No, yes, but City Hall is the giant gross building that
Okay.
is by Gov Center. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that same thing.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. We are here every single day Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Game recaps when the season is back are up the morning after each game, and other videos are here in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. You can find the two of us on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and game recaps are there. So if you just want those, follow. They will go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com, or read them every single time we record a show. Again, that's hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's at Jackson NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us.
Taco, come on.
Taco's having some fun here.